You can exercise every day, eat clean, and get all your protein. But if you don't know the two vitamins your body needs, at night you'll never truly recover. I've seen it happen so many times, people doing everything right, yet still feeling weaker and more tired after 50. What they don't realize is this: muscle isn't built in the gym, it's built in your sleep. And sometimes all it takes is understanding one simple thing: timing. When you take your vitamins matters just as much as what you take. Today I'm going to share the exact secret thousands of my patients have used. The one that helps them wake up each morning with steadier legs, stronger energy, and the kind of vitality they haven't felt since their 40s. I often tell my patients, your body doesn't build muscle in the gym, it builds it while you sleep. It sounds strange, doesn't it? But it's absolutely true. Between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m., when the world outside is quiet, your body is busier than ever. This is the golden hour when growth hormone is released, when every muscle fiber and tissue quietly begins to repair itself. Yet sadly, so many people miss this precious window, simply because they're lacking the right vitamins. I remember one of my patients, Margaret, 74 years old. She exercised regularly, ate plenty of protein, and stayed hydrated, but still felt weak. She said to me, "Doctor, I'm doing everything right. Why don't I feel stronger?" When I reviewed her supplements, I realized she was taking her vitamins at the wrong time. The body might get the right nutrients, but if you give them at the wrong moment, the effort goes to waste. Imagine this: while you're asleep, millions of muscle cells are demanding fuel and nutrients to repair themselves, yet you're not providing the right materials. It's like having a full crew of workers ready to build, but the warehouse is locked. After 50, your body doesn't recover as quickly as before. But if you understand your biological rhythm, knowing when to nourish and when to let your body heal, then every night's sleep becomes more than rest. It becomes the time when you truly rebuild your strength from within. I know many of us have heard that magnesium helps with muscle recovery. But after years of working with patients over 60, I can tell you this honestly. Magnesium isn't the real star of your sleep. Vitamin D3 is. Picture this: while you're asleep, your body is like a finely tuned repair factory. Every muscle cell is demanding raw materials, calcium, phosphorus, testosterone, to rebuild the strength you lost during the day. And vitamin D3 is the supervisor that opens the doors and keeps that whole process running smoothly. I remember one of my patients, James, age 68. He went to the gym regularly, ate plenty of protein, yet still felt weak. When I checked his labs, his D3 level was 3 times lower than the recommended range. After just a few weeks of taking 2,000 IU of D3 each night, with a meal containing a little olive oil, something remarkable happened. He not only slept better, but said his legs felt as steady as they did in his 40s. Vitamin D3 doesn't just help your body absorb calcium and phosphorus, it also activates receptors inside your muscle cells, boosts natural testosterone production, reduces inflammation, and turns your sleep into a secret gym for midlife strength. So if you've been taking magnesium but still don't feel your power returning, maybe you're missing just one small thing. Tonight, let vitamin D3 do its job. There's a tiny mineral that most people overlook. But after more than 30 years of working with older patients, I call it the silent friend of your muscles. That mineral is zinc. Picture this: while you're asleep, millions of muscle cells are like hard-working repairmen, stitching together the tiny tears from your day. But without zinc, those workers don't have the tools they need to do their job. Over 300 enzymes in your body rely on zinc to function properly. Without it, protein synthesis, the very foundation of muscle strength, can drop by as much as 60%. I remember Harold, age 72, who once told me, "Doctor, I eat plenty of meat. I drink protein shakes every day, but I still feel weak." When we tested his zinc levels, they were alarmingly low. We added just a 20 milligrams of zinc each night, about 2 hours before bed. And that's when the change began. After a few weeks, he told me, "Doctor, this morning I got out of bed and didn't feel that heavy, sluggish feeling anymore." Zinc isn't a miracle cure, but it's the key that unlocks the door to recovery. a door that age slowly tries to close. It helps your growth hormone work more effectively and allows your body to absorb amino acids, the raw materials that build every strand of new muscle. So if you're over 50 and your body doesn't seem to recover the way it used to, maybe it's time to welcome this silent friend back into your daily routine. There's one big misunderstanding I've seen hundreds of times in over 30 years of practice. People believe that vitamins are always good, and the more you take, the healthier you'll be. But the truth is, your body doesn't always need them, especially at night. I want you to picture this. Your body is like a city at rest. The lights are off, and the workers, your muscle cells, are quietly repairing and rebuilding. Then suddenly, you throw in a storm. Vitamins that seem healthy, but actually wake up your nervous system and prevent your body from truly resting. And those three storms are vitamin B complex, vitamin C, and caffeine. I once had a patient named Margaret, age 78. She exercised regularly, ate well, and took vitamins every day, yet still felt weak, tired, and unable to sleep deeply. When I reviewed her routine, I found she was taking vitamin B12 and B6 right after dinner. These vitamins stimulate the central nervous system, great in the morning for energy, but absolute trouble at night. They raise your heart rate, keep your mind alert, and block growth hormone, the very hormone that helps rebuild muscle while you sleep. After I advised her to take all her B vitamins in the morning, within 2 weeks she told me, "Doctor, I slept so much deeper, and my legs felt stronger this morning." Just one small change, but it made a huge difference. Then there's vitamin C. Everyone thinks it's harmless, the king of the immune system, but if you take vitamin C at night, it can actually slow down muscle recovery. Your body needs a bit of natural oxidative stress during sleep. That's what signals your muscles to begin repair. Vitamin C, being a powerful antioxidant, shuts down that signal. You think you're helping your body, but you're actually stopping it from rebuilding itself. I remember an 81-year-old gentleman who used to take 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C after dinner, thinking it would boost immunity. But he couldn't sleep deeply and always woke up sore, even with a great diet. Once he switched to taking vitamin C in the morning, within a month he said, "Not only am I sleeping better, but my muscles don't ache after workouts anymore." And finally, the most silent disruptor of all, caffeine. Many people think caffeine only comes from coffee, but it's hidden in dozens of foods and supplements, even in fat burners or energy vitamins. I once had a patient say, "I don't drink coffee at night, just a multivitamin." But when we looked closer, that pill contained 150 milligrams of caffeine, about the same as a strong cup of coffee. No wonder they were tossing and turning all night, cortisol levels spiking, and waking up completely drained. Caffeine can make you alert, but it's also the thief of deep sleep, the golden time your body uses to rebuild muscle and restore energy. A recent study in older adults found that consuming caffeine within 6 hours of bedtime reduced nighttime growth hormone production by nearly 30%. So if you're on a journey to rebuild your health, remember, not everything good is good all the time. Vitamins B, C, and caffeine are perfect examples. In the morning, they fuel your energy. At night, they steal your recovery. Tonight, before you open that bottle of vitamins, ask yourself, does my body need more to work on? Or does it just need a chance to rest? Sometimes, the key to becoming stronger isn't adding more. It's knowing, when to stop. Let the night be the night, a time for your body to quietly heal itself without being interrupted by the good things taken at the wrong time. I always tell my patients, the real gym for midlife isn't where you lift weights, it's the bed you sleep on every night. Sounds strange, doesn't it? But it's a truth few people realize. I've met so many patients who work out faithfully, eat well, drink their protein shakes every day, yet still feel weak, their muscles shrinking, and they wake up heavy and tired, as if they never rested at all. When I ask how they sleep, the answer is almost always the same. About 6 hours, but it's light on and off. And that's the root of the problem. You see, the deep sleep is the only time your body truly recovers. That's when growth hormone is released, when muscle fibers are rebuilt, when the tiny cells damaged during the day are quietly repaired. But if your sleep is interrupted, by stress, by the glow of your phone, or even by taking the wrong vitamins at night, your body never gets the chance to finish that process. I once had a patient, Richard, age 67, who told me he'd tried every workout routine but still couldn't gain strength. After focusing solely on improving his deep sleep for 3 weeks, without adding a single new exercise, he came back smiling and said, "Doctor, I feel young again." Sometimes getting stronger doesn't mean doing more, it means sleeping better. Because it's in sleep that your body performs its most remarkable work, restoration. I've always found it fascinating to look back at how ancient people understood their own bodies. Even without laboratories or modern tools, their instinct for survival carried deep wisdom. The Vikings are a perfect example. In the long frozen winters when the sun disappeared for months, they still managed to stay incredibly strong, rowing, hunting, and fighting across icy seas. Their secret was simple: cod liver oil. They didn't know the term vitamin D, but they knew that drinking that oil kept them warmer, stronger, and healthier. Now science confirms what the Vikings once felt by intuition. Cod liver oil is rich in natural vitamin D, which helps the body absorb calcium, strengthen bones, and most importantly, maintain muscle power during the dark months without sunlight. I often share this story with my patients who feel tired all winter. I tell them, "You're not getting weaker, your body is simply calling out for sunlight, for the life energy that vitamin D brings." So even if you're not a Viking warrior, you can still learn something from them. Nourish your body with vitamin D as a part of life itself. It's more than just nutrition, it's how you keep your body strong through every winter of your life. I know many of us pay close attention to vitamins, D3, zinc, calcium, all of them. But there's something I always remind my patients. None of those nutrients matter if your body doesn't have the raw material they need to do their job. And that raw material is protein. Think of it this way: vitamin D and zinc are like skilled workers, while protein is the pile of bricks. You can hire the best workers in the world, but without bricks, they can't build a single wall. Your body works the same way. To recover, to grow stronger after 50, you must give it enough protein every day, especially in the evening. I remember one of my patients, Linda, age 65. She took her vitamins faithfully, yet every morning she complained about muscle soreness and weak legs. When I asked about dinner, she said she usually had just a bowl of soup. So we made a simple change: a small piece of grilled salmon, a boiled egg, and a glass of vitamin D fortified milk before bed. After a few weeks, she came back smiling and said, "Doctor, I can't believe how much stronger I feel, just from eating the right dinner." You don't need a lot of protein, just enough, and at the right time. A light but nourishing evening meal not only helps you sleep better, it allows your body to quietly rebuild its strength while you dream. Because sometimes youth isn't about age. It's about how you nourish yourself every night. There are big changes in life, and then there are the small ones. So small you hardly notice them. Until one morning you wake up and realize your body feels completely different. I've seen it happen with many of my patients, and what fascinates me most is how sometimes just changing the timing of a vitamin knock can transform everything. I tell them, let vitamin D and zinc do their work at night, and let your B complex and vitamin C take care of the day. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But our bodies move to their own rhythm, like a piece of music. And when you let everything play in tune, your health starts to sing back to you. I remember a gentleman, age 70, who told me, "Doctor, I don't believe changing when I take my vitamins could make me feel younger." But he gave it a try. 3 weeks later he returned, smiling. "Doctor, every morning I wake up more alert, and my legs feel strong again." Science calls it hormonal regulation, but I like to call it the harmony of the body. When you give your body the chance to follow its natural rhythm, you start sleeping deeper, recovering faster, and waking up with clarity and strength. So if you're looking for a way to feel younger, without intense workouts or extra medication, this might be the perfect place to start. A small habit that can reshape the way you age. If what I've shared today made you think about your own health, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you care about, because sometimes one small habit can make a world of difference.